but drink while it loads. We are the champions, my friend. I'm second in the FedEx standing, I think I saw. I'll have to check that later. I wonder if I'd won a tournament or something. I had stopped playing before. And Ballheads took the game from me. Oh, sorry. Nobody told me to press X. What happened? Oh.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Boston Championship. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Navila. We're at the TPC Boston here in Massachusetts. And Frank, what kind of a golf course are we facing today?
Big golf course, very much a sort of an inland link style. Gil Hands and Brad Fax, and they've tweaked it over the last few years. It's been a staple on the FedEx Cup playoffs since 2007. Oh, if this is up, it's good. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it. Safely on deck.
My hand.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Set now over the putt. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
So just a formality here. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Resuming the action, and let's go out to hole number 11. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Oh!
That's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Could have used a cheap birdie right there.
Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, you know, sort of that 450, 460 mark. Bends a little to the left. Really, you want to be in the middle of the fairway here, because that second shot with the green just tilting towards the hazard. One of the toughest. Well, he goes after it like he is here.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it. Ooh, that is long.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Good-looking shot right here. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. These putts keep the round together. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. They'll take it. That's a par. Back-to-back par 4s here at TPC Boston. Set to tee off, Frank, at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.
In the fairway here at the 13th. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
And so the approach shot finishes up some 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah, not his best, but certainly not his worst.
Thank you. Appreciate the honesty. 2017. Oh,
How does that knock
I thought
you
that was down.
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Another par.
Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Back here at the par 4 14, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left, 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. I'll tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Wow. Close approach eagle. I hope it's a straight putt, dude.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
Oh, I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
A second shot hole. I like that.
After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
This is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie. That will be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. So that concludes round one. Frank, what's the mindset after this first day?
Well, the important thing is just try and play smart, get a feel for the golf course. That's what you try and do on the opening round. And now that the players have seen it, we should see some better scores tomorrow.
I forgot to look to see it went too fast. Mowing 3D grass. Second round, TPC Boston. Boston Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Boston Championship. Beautiful day here at the TPC Boston in Norton, Massachusetts. This is the site of the Deutsche Bank Championship, part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo.
And a fun golf course in front of us today too, really carved out of this wonderful New England landscape. 92 bunkers adorn the golf course, and well, we are in New England, so you'd expect a little bit of weather. We might get a little bit of rain, maybe a little bit of wind, but golf course built and certainly plays well in any condition.
Nice.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Birdie try up next.
Got a lot closer.
And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
It'll be hard to do.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Good job. I'll take that.
And he makes it for par. Moving on to the 11th here, Frank, and this par 3 has to be the toughest here at TPC Boston. 231 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, it plays a little uphill, so this hole really does suit the high ball flyers. There's a big ridge in the middle of the green, so when that flag's on the back, you've got to hit your best shot.
Crap.
Rich, there's nothing worse than this. This might look all right, but in the mulch, this is a disastrous situation.
So this is not mulch or do about nothing?
Ah, I get it.
Very respectable approach shot and a good spot.
Take it. You couldn't even see my golfer.
This is an awkward length.
Oh, man.
Oh, I thought he had that. Frank, we see it every single round. These kind of putts determine whether it's a good score or an average score.
Yeah, and just like that, a bogey. And does not feel like he deserves it.
If I make this putt. Oh.
He can't believe it. Thought it was in.
Even par, currently.
Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Now at the 461-yard par 4 12th, how do you play it, Frank?
Well, hit 2 of your best here. Somehow find the fairway, and then you take anything on the green here. You see a lot of 6s here over the years.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Settles in over the putt.
My video turned off. For all of you who are wondering, my legions of fans. Oh!
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Say that again.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. And another par 4 here at the 13th TPC Boston.
This is a slugger's paradise. Plays much longer than its 450 yards uphill. Big carry with the tee shot. That second shot's not exactly short either.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
ball
man,
sitting
you
up.
get my
You don't have to
shot
worry about the
back.
wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Yes. Run short back.
Moves into the top 25 with that birdie.
That should be way up there.
Frank, the 14th, this is a dogleg left, 495 yards. Another case where the driver will set everything up.
But you have to avoid those mounds on the left. They'll just snag your ball. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Really powering up here. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good swing, good shot yet again.
Oh.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
So this is the third shot to the par 5. Don't know if it's good enough for a win, but that is good enough to make the highlights of the night an eagle,
Yes,
Frank, and
yes,
some movement on the leaderboard.
That'll feed the wife and kids.
All right, Frank, we're teed up at the 15th. And a lot to talk about with your caddy on this tee shot.
Yeah, which club, which line, series of bunkers down the left. That one short right doesn't really come into play. Another one, really, fairway first.
Good contact, good result. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Got it. Birdie.
With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
-6. Wow, if I wouldn't have dropped those 2 strokes, I would be tied for first. One bad round, one bad hole. Win me a championship. Should be within striking distance. Third round, -7, so I'm under par. Let's see. 12th place, 7th hole. Man.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Boston Championship. Frank, now a big par 5, the 7th hole.
Yeah, there's an interesting feature on this par 5. About 100 yards short of the green is that huge cross bunker. So a good tee shot, that shouldn't be a problem. Stray a little, and then your mind is definitely on that.
Is this the championship? Is this the third round? I'm confused.
Just smokes it. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5, was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. You know, Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Yeah.
Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Now to the par 3 8th. And Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making 2.
Big fan of par 3s.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Yeah. We're gonna save par.
Nice putt, count it. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards. Good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people, making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
I'm talking about.
In complete command of his game. 9 under for the tournament with that birdie. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Yeah.
Sneaks that in. We're now
Tied
tied.
for the lead.
Frank, given all of the trouble that you can get into here at this par 3 11th, you'd have to say that a player's going to be happy walking off with 3.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest greens on the golf course, Rich, and too often people try and go a little flag hunting. If the flag's on the right side, you don't want to pay the price by finishing up in the bunker.
Good chance at one. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Rather poor. Come on, man. At least be able to read it.
That was not a very good read right there. Settles in over the putt. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Ouch. You really can't afford to give away shots at this point in the tournament, Frank. Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
Final round. Oh, great. Great. I thought that was the final round. All right. I'm happy again.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Boston Championship. Well, Frank, just a great day to be in New England. You can see the leaves are changing colors. autumn in this part of the country is really nice. Frank, the 14th, a shortish 495-yard hole.
Only because it's downhill. If you can get that ball running down the fairway, then it certainly sets up a good second shot into this stout par 4.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work. Should be safely on deck.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Getting set now over the putt.
Yeah.
Very well done. Almost made it.
How did that not go in?
There'll be no stress for the next one.
Just 5 feet left.
I stopped looking at it.
Boy, look out. Just 2 shots back after that birdie.
And now things are starting to change too.
Settled over the ball here at the 15th, 421 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Yes, it is.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause.
Yeah.
Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
This one has a chance to be close. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. It's a solid par right there, Frank.
Yeah, he'll be moving to third place, inching his way to the top of the leaderboard.
Frank almost at the house, but still some work to do. 412-yard par 4 17th.
Yeah, just poke something down that right side. Really, it's the second shot. You got to worry about that big mound in the middle of the green.
Good result. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Pretty good shot right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. Moves up into second place with that par.
So he's got his eyes well entrenched on the leader.
Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston, for whatever reason, generates quite a bit of buzz, doesn't it?
It does. The longer hitters, obviously, they lick their chops. They're having a chance to make this green in two. But if you find one of the fairway bunkers, the addition of that pot bunker for the layup, that just makes that decision that much more difficult.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, you just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, but the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Now, that's a good par there, Rich.
Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.
Good job, but not good enough. Almost won. Came out third. Third place, man. Oh, I wouldn't have won anyway. I needed 2 strokes. I just came out second, tied for second. It's gonna rain. Oh, first place.